Candido in the Talk Pod. Rob Manfred was elected baseball's 10th commissioner, winning a three-man competition to succeed Bud Selig, and given a mandate by the tradition-bound sport to recapture young fans and speed play in an era that has seen competition increase and attention spans shrink. Manfred will take over from Bud Selig on January the 25th, 2015. I think it's going to be more of the same. After all, Manfred was Selig's choice. Manfred beat out Boston Red Sox chairman Tom Werner, and the third candidate, MLB Executive Vice President of Business Tim Brosnan, dropped out just before the start of balloting.
My commitment to the owners was that I would work extremely hard day in and day out to convince all 30 of them that they had made a great decision today.
Bud Selig has been the commissioner since 1998. Well, he actually had the top job in 1992 when Fay Vincent resigned. Vincent's opponents wanted him out for a variety of reasons. They believed that he had been too accommodating with the baseball players' union and would be again in future labor negotiations. His decisions on such issues as expansion revenue and National League realignment managed to anger one or more owners who felt the decisions adversely affected their ball clubs. Now you getting it? Be a puppet, get a big salary, and go to games free. That's a great job. Selig is passing the position on to a man who has worked in the commissioner's office for 16 of Selig's 22 years and was outside counsel to the owners during the 1994 strike. And over the last 20 years, Manfred has been a key figure in two major areas that will be significant parts of Selig's legacy: labor relations and drug testing. Manfred wasn't everybody's choice. He did have his critics, not because he wanted to change the strike zone, but because of his views about money. Of course, it's always money. It was said that his critics wanted a commissioner who would take a harsher stance in labor negotiations. Manfred has been chief operating officer since September 2013, a role in which he reports directly to Selig and oversees functions such as labor relations, baseball operations, finance, administration, and club governance. Baseball has had labor peace since a 7.5-month strike in 1994-1995 that canceled the World Series. Talks to replace a collective bargaining agreement with players that expires after the 2016 season will be conducted with a new union leadership headed by former All-Star first baseman Tony Clark.
Ongoing communication between the bargaining parties. I think that it's very difficult to try to deal with labor in a discrete 6-month or 1-year period. You have to work at it day in and day out.
I got to tell you the truth, I'm already getting bored with this guy. Bud Selig was a commissioner who put his head in the sand during the steroid scandal that has given baseball a huge black eye. And to be very honest, both the Oakland A's and San Francisco Giants were heavily involved. Just read the Mitchell report to get a list of names. Okay, forget that. That's old news. What I still can't get over is making the Major League All-Star game relevant. It is nothing but an exhibition game played for the fans who stuff ballot boxes all around the country. Players give lame excuses not to play, and then the winning team gets home field advantage in the World Series. Give me a break, Bud. Interleague wins and losses should determine that. So now we get a guy that is Bud Selig's guy. More of the same, except Selig was a businessman and Manfred is a lawyer.
How passionate the owners are about the way the game is played, the business of baseball, and I think there's a huge amount of consensus about certain types of efforts that we will be undertaking to move the game forward.
What does that mean, move the game forward? The game is already a great game. Teams play 162 games a year. Then there's the postseason, culminated by the World Series. What is to move along? High prices for the fans, higher salaries for players, more profits for owners, more corporate seats, make it even more difficult for families to attend a game. What are you moving? What are the areas, new commissioner, and where are you going? One thing is for sure, the A's problem went away for both Selig and Manfred. They would not allow the team to move to San Jose, forcing them to stay in Oakland in a stadium where the sewage backs up. That literally stinks. Anyway, time will tell. Candido in the Talk Pod.